You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, we're going to be talking about LeBron James in this video. Yes, we're going to be talking about LeBron James again. As you guys know, the Lakers are struggling minorly. LeBron James put this team together. He's the leading scorer on this team. His numbers look good, but he is not having the same impact that he used to have when he was younger. But LeBron James wants to distract you from the fact that he put this team together. They're a disaster. They may not even make the playoffs, but he wants you to believe that he is still the GOAT. He's actually been pretty vocal about that. And he doesn't want you to forget that 6 years ago, he came back from a 3-1 deficit against the Golden State Warriors. And he said, I'm the GOAT. Now, you're not the GOAT if you actually have to say you are the GOAT. Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, they have never said that they are the GOAT. But LeBron James, he's a little bit different, more sensitive if you don't give him his due. Now, that brings us to this topic here we're going to be talking about here, because LeBron James is extremely sensitive. If you don't bow down and give him his praise, he whines and he cries. And he's doing that yet again, guys. So check this out. LeBron James names one thing that ticks him off regarding his legacy. This is on Sports Illustrated. LeBron James' career puts him near the top of any ranking, but there is one thing that he thinks he should get more credit for doing. On the latest episode of his talk show, The Shop Uninterrupted, James explained one thing that annoys him is when people don't talk about him among the best scorers in league history. So if you have an opinion on who your top scorers of all time are, and you don't bring up LeBron James, he gets triggered. He gets triggered. This is what he says, quote, "When they talk about the best scorers of all time, they never mention my name," James said. "It pisses me off. They never bring my name into it." Despite not having a score first mindset, James doesn't think that should disqualify him from this conversation. Quote, "I'm not a natural scorer," he said. "I love getting my guys involved. I always have been that way. I've always been that way." Now, guys, LeBron James, he's number two all-time leading scorer. If I'm not mistaken, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is number one. Now, me personally, I believe the greatest scorer of all time is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan played fewer years, and LeBron James has played longer, but Michael Jordan is the top scoring average of all time. And I believe that not only does LeBron James want his name mentioned as the greatest, along with the greatest scorers of all time, he wants you to believe that he is the greatest scorer of all time. And whenever he passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I believe he's going to come out and say, "I'm the greatest scorer of all time. Give me my damn respect," because he's extremely sensitive. Now, when it comes to the greatest scorers of all time, it's subjective on who you think is actually some of the best scorers of all time. Is it a Michael Jordan or Karl Malone, Kevin Durant, that kind of thing? Now, Kevin Durant is a better shooter, and Kevin Durant and LeBron James, they both have averaged roughly like 27 points per game. LeBron James is an all-time great scorer. There, I said it, okay? Now, I don't walk around thinking about, oh, is this guy the greatest scorer of all time? Who's the top 5 scorers of all time? I've never really done that. It's not my thing. Now, I've thought about, the best players of all time. That's a bit different right there. But LeBron James, ultra sensitive, man. Ultra sensitive. If you don't put him, I guess, in the top 3, the top 5, he's going to get triggered when it comes to scores. Yeah, you have an all-around game. You like to get people involved. Now, LeBron James, we said it before, he's one of the most talented players in NBA history, but also he has destroyed the league. I'm not watching the NBA. I have no plans to watch the NBA until he's gone and Adam Silver's gone. And it's things like that that really kind of, turn me off from LeBron James. He is ultra sensitive. If you don't call him the GOAT, I need my respect. If you don't bring him up with the greatest scorers of all time, then you're some kind of a hater on him. No, not necessarily. I mean, it's just subjective. Like you said, you're not a natural scorer. You're more of a pass first guy. And maybe people look at that and say, LeBron, I'm not going to put him in the top scorers of all time, even though, he's probably going to pass Kareem. Just not my thing. Maybe it's just his style of scoring that people don't like. Now, LeBron James is not a great shooter. We know that. His career 3-point percentage is, I can't remember exactly what it is, something like 35% or something like that. Not terrible, not great. When you look at Kevin Durant, his scoring is more fluid, more natural, I guess you could say. But LeBron, you're still right up there. I mean, when you pass Kareem, if you do pass Kareem, if you play long enough, and I believe he only needs less than 2 years to pass Kareem. Don't quote me on that exactly, but however, when it comes to playoffs and regular season, LeBron James is already up there. Now, I didn't know that until he actually did it. I believe that was a few months ago. But I really don't care, LeBron. I don't care if you're an all-time great scorer. I do not care. When I look at the greatest players of all time, I'm looking at their actual impact on the game, how many championships they won, that kind of thing. You're an all-time great player. I've said it before, but you're not the GOAT, and you never will be the GOAT. You will never, ever be Michael Jordan, and as sensitive as LeBron is, this is even more of a turnoff right here. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, LeBron James getting sensitive. It pisses him off when you don't mention his name with the greatest scores of all time. What a crybaby. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.